The school store class is a brand new class to Fairgrove. We're really excited about it. It's basically hands-on experience for any student who is just interested in ever starting their own business or just wants to be a part of a really cool experience. So literally the students this year are starting the class from the ground up and starting the store from the ground up. So they're making a business plan and then they're actually implementing everything that they are covering in their business plan. Anything from securing finances for funding the store, from doing surveys to find out what people want, from designing and ordering inventory, and then eventually they're going to actually be working on the store itself, from painting and remodeling. So we're really excited about the class. The purpose of it, my goal with this class is for students to basically take what they learn in this class and then turn around and implement that into their future, but more importantly into this community. We see businesses come and go, but we'd really love to see them stick around, and I think this would be a great experience for them. And mainly, again, the purpose of this class is just for students to get real-world hands-on experience. You can learn a lot, out of books and doing worksheets and activities, but when you actually get to have a lab experience, real-world, I think that's when students learn the most. So we're really excited. We hope that once we get open, everybody will come to our opening ribbon ceremony that we're going to have, and then also, be frequent shoppers at our store as well.
This class is really fun. There's only 4 of us in the class: Cody, Stacy, Aspen Martin, Blake Lewis, and myself. Right now we are just going over the business and marketing and how we are going to run our business and what we want to sell, what we want to target, and just stuff like that. My experience in the class, it's really fun. It's very somewhat personal because there is only 4 of us, so we get to do more things. It's more hands-on. It's more, we get to have our own opinions since there is 4 of us. If there was 20 of us, then it'd be very just little details here and there. So I signed up for this class because I really like to design, and Mrs. Overstreet actually requested it to me because she knew I like to design, and I just think it'd be cool to see my design or my suggestion on Fairgrove things.
Here at the high school, all students are made to wear masks because of the COVID pandemic. The students and staff are doing a great job keeping the mask policy during the day and following the rules. Teachers are also taking special precautions on keeping the students safe. But what is the impact it has on the school day? Are the students going to be distracted or irritated? Would the students with breathing problems have the chance to go outside and regain some breath? A lot of students and teachers say that they miss seeing people's smiles and lose that part of their normal lives.
What are the qualifications for being quarantined?
So when a student is determined to be in a position where they have to be quarantined, there's a couple of things that go into that process. First of all, we as a school have to receive documentation on a positive case, and so once the nurse receives that positive case, there will be a system of contact tracing that is done through the school and through the Greene County Health Department. And so basically you take the positive case, and then it's a 6-foot radius. So anyone that is sitting near the positive case in that 6-foot radius, at that time, those are the ones that are subject to quarantine. It could also be someone that was a close contact through an after-school activity, through a weekend sleepover, and so. All of this is basically based on the CDC recommendation of 6 feet, and so it's kind of a process, and that's where it becomes important with our teachers having seating charts and accurate attendance, and so that's really kind of how we determine who has to quarantine, is just based on the numbers of how far you are sitting from someone that has tested positive for COVID.
Are you structuring the policies to the Greene County Health Department?
We are. We're all of our policies and our reentry plan goes right along with the Greene County guidelines as far as masking. We are asking our students basically in the middle school and high school to wear a mask whenever they're not able to social distance or be outside. And then at the elementary school level, grades 4 and below, we are highly recommending those groups to wear masks, but it is not mandatory. And so that's kind of what Greene County and the other school districts within the county are doing at this point.
What does that entail?
And what that entails basically is, again, when you're in the classroom, you should have in the hallways, the classroom, in the building, you should have your mask on. Obviously, you can take your mask off when you're eating at lunchtime. And then when you're able to go outside, maybe be with PE or your other classes, and you're able to social distance, you're able to take the mask off and have some time throughout the day that you're not masked. So that's kind of the plan to keep us all safe. And we will adjust our policies as the state and Greene County also adjust theirs.
A few times this school year, we go through a break of a large group going into quarantine. Other times it's only a handful of people. A big part of our school community is sports. With COVID, everyone has to practice social distancing and keeping masks on.
How are you feeling about this year of high school and the transition with COVID changes?
This is my senior year, so I'm excited but also kind of sad because I have had a really good high school experience here. I did move in as a freshman, but I already at the beginning felt like I was at home here, and with COVID coming, it has changed a lot of things, especially because I am an athlete and the whole mask thing has been a little weird, but nothing I can't adapt to, and I just hope that it goes away soon.
We're excited about it. It's a new district. We don't have any of those traditional teams like Ava or Lamar in it this year, so excited to see some new teams, get a chance to maybe go to some new cities or have them come here and just face some new competition.
So we've been pretty banged up going into week 8 and week 7, so we've been really just trying to take time out of practice, more mental reps and less physical reps, and then when we get physical reps, try to just more intense and stuff like that. So probably our toughest competition this year was Skyline, and the way we learned from that was we mentally prepared the week after better than we did for Skyline. We have physically a better team, I think, but we weren't prepared. Our coverages and stuff were blown, and we had to watch more film on other teams. That's what we're preparing for other teams. So.
It was a struggle early, trying to find the right guys at the right spot, but we got a big, strong junior class and a committed senior class that are making it a lot easier. We're getting better each week, and so they're finding ways to fill in and step up where they need to.
Because I wanted to be a school resource officer, and when this position opened up, I jumped on it and was very, very excited to come to this school district. Being a school resource officer is a lot different than being a regular patrol officer, which is what I was before. The main thing is you're working with kids all the time, which is what I like to do, and something called community-oriented policing. Whereas patrol officer, you're dealing with all kinds of people, and a lot of times not the best kind of people. My goals are to forge positive relationships with the students of all ages and be somebody that they feel like that they can come and talk to, not just when there's trouble or something bad, but when there are good things going on in their lives too.
lot of key players this year since we lost so many last year, so we have a lot of new faces. But obviously our seniors, Lauren Kennard and Sarah Beals, are stepping up in a big way, and then we have a lot of juniors, some sophomores, and even some freshmen that are seeing court time right now. This year for volleyball, we are getting ready for districts that we are actually hosting this year, so that's pretty exciting. Misha did reconfigure our district, and there's only 5 teams, so we have a great chance going forward, and we're just practicing really hard and trying to make up some of our games that have been canceled so that we can get on the court as much as possible.
Our season is going good. We've grown closer as a team and learned from our losses. We have had a lot of underclassmen step up and fill the roles of last year's seniors. We want to get some good conference wins so we have some momentum going into districts, and we want to be successful in districts, especially since it's on our home court this year.
We've been practicing really hard and watching some film, and we've really been working on the things that we need to. Our seniors this year have really stepped into the role and been great role models.